morning, guys. How we doing today? This is Gloria, and this is card number 2 of my Happy Easter series. Now, in today's video, I am going to use this cartridge called New Testament. This cartridge is really adorable. It has all the cuts that you can imagine to make a layout of Jesus, Mary, Joe, the shepherd, the farm, the house, the sheep, the camels. I mean, whatever it is in the Bible, you name it, it's in here. And what I actually really like most about this cartridge right here is the scriptures that are in it. They are so adorable. And they say word from the Bible. Okay? So, this is the cartridge that I'm using today. And this is my pad and paper that I'm using today. It is from American Crafts. It's called Letterbox Paper Cheer. And I use this because I'm going to use this yellow. And I'm also going to use this front of the pattern. Okay? So, let's get started. My card is going to be an A2 size card, and it's going to be a portrait style. And this card stock right here is from Recollections. And you just open it up this way, or you can do the card this way. But I chose to do the card this way. Okay? So let's decorate the inside. Now for the inside, I have this pattern paper, which is the other side, the yellow side, and then this brown. And I'm going to just adhere it both on top, and I'm going to lay it right there. But before I do that, I want to use my corner chopper, and I want to do all my corners and just chop them up. Not chop them up, but, you know, curve them out, okay? So I'm going to use the 1/4 inch chopper. And this chopper is actually really easy to use, and I never had no problems with it. And then it has a little storeway where it keeps all your... Okay, now I'm going to adhere this down, but I'm going to adhere this on here first. So, let me get my ATG, and let's do that. Guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed my first card yesterday. It was really cute, and the giveaway that I had is over. It was I closed it up. I think I closed it up at, what time did I end up putting up the video for that giveaway? I think it was in the morning or in the afternoon. But I kind of closed it up right after I got off of work. So I gave everybody enough time to enter, which is amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to adhere this right here. Try to put it as straight as possible. Okay, then I also cut this border with my new paper punch. And this punch, it is called, I haven't labeled it yet, it's called Notched Square. So I need to label that. And I'm going to adhere this right here. So, let me get my zip 2-way. And let me see where I can cut it up at, because I want to lay it this way. So I think I need to cut it right here. Okay, so it's going to go right here. That looks good. I'm having so much fun creating these Easter cards. My first one was my best one so far with the Easter Bunny. And this one I enjoyed very much also, because Easter is about the resurrection of Jesus. It has nothing to do with the Easter Bunny coming and giving you Easter treats. Okay, that looks good right there. Now, for the inside of my card, I am going to use the Scrappy Mom stamp set called Spring Fling, and I'm going to use Easter Blessings. So let's do that. And I'm going to use my black Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Let me get my mat. Okay, that looks perfect. Now, with the image that I cut out, there was a cross left, so I'm going to just adhere it down here on the bottom. And it says Easter Blessings. Okay, so that's the inside of my card. Let me bring it up a little forward so you guys can actually see, because the cardstock is actually dark. So, okay, now let's start layering the beginning of it. The front of it, I mean. Now, on the front, I'm going to use the same cardstock, but I end up cutting out the image that I use out of this black cardstock. So I'm going to use this as my first layer. Then the yellow is going to be my second layer. And this is going to be on top. But what I want to do, I want to actually cut the edges. So I want to use my corner chopper. And now I'm going to do the rest with the other ones. And I thought the round edges looked really good. I also want to round out my card. I don't get to use my corner chopper so much because I totally always forget about it. So now I decided, after I was cleaning up my craft room, because I got a huge mess. Oh my God, I got things everywhere. And my table, it's a mess every day. I'll clean it up and it gets messy again. And I'll clean it up and it'll get messy again. But, you know, that's what a crafter does. Okay, now the only thing I went over my glue. So I need two. I remember when I first started doing videos of cards, it was horrible. I've always got glue on the edges of all my projects. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this down. Just like that. And then I'm going to do the same with the yellow and the brown piece. And this cardstock that I use from American Craft, it's I got it from Tuesday Morning for $1.99, and it's all the same design. But the reason why I got a lot of that type of paper is because when you're doing different projects, you tend to want to do more than just two little sheets. So that gives you a better opportunity to do more than just one. I got extra glue. Than just one or two little projects of the same cardstock. because when you buy the pattern papers, they only give you 2 designs, and that's it. 2 of each design. And if you got more, like a lot of times, I waste a lot of paper because sometimes it didn't come out, cut out right on my Cricut, or I did the size small, or too big. And you actually need more than just 1 little or 2 little sheets of paper, to be honest with you. Okay, so that's the front of my card. Now, I also have a yellow trim that I got, that I end up cutting it out with the notch square. And I'm just going to adhere it down right here. So let me get my zip 2-way. And I was on my way to work, but I figured I'll upload this video because I have to go in early today. Because or not, I would have had to do this card after I get home from work. And a lot of times, you know, I get home at 6, 7 o'clock at night. And I don't want you guys to wait. So I try to make them early. Sometimes I just can't help but, you know, do it at that late. And that looks good right there. See how good that made? That kind of popped it out a little bit. Now, for my image, on page 70 of the New Testament, I end up using this Bible. Now, this Bible was cut at 4 inches? Hold on a second. This Bible was cut at 3 inches, and I'm going to layer the Bible right here. But before I do that, I want to pop it up, so let me put some pop dots on it. And then one in the middle. I definitely like the color combination for this card. And I also like that I'm doing this image right here. I've been wanting to cut this image out for over 1.5 years. From the time that I ended up getting the Testament, the New Testament. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this right here. Does that look good right there? Yes. Okay. Now for my sentiment, I end up using I don't have that many Easter stamps, so I'm trying to do what I have to do. And I actually wanted to use a rubber stamp that I just recently bought, but I decided not to. I could still use it. Let me see. And I really don't like how it came out. But let me see. Hold on, you guys. I think I'm changing my mind here. I tend to change my mind a lot as I'm doing the cards, for the simple fact, like yesterday, I said, oh, I'm not going to put an image in the front of my card. And, you know, guys, I end up doing it after I got off of the camera. I could not help but put a sentiment on the front. Okay, let me see if this is going to go right. It don't look that bad, but I need to actually Maybe if I corner it out. Okay guys, I think I'm going to use this, but I need to make a mat. Okay, so just give me a second. Let me cut this down. I know guys, I changed my mind right on camera. I hate when I do that. But it just wasn't looking right. And I'm glad I did for the simple fact it's going to look better. Okay, and I just gotta do the corners. I'm liking how all these corners are looking. They're looking really darn good. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Happy Easter stamp that I got just the other day. And I end up stamping it on a piece of brown cardstock. And I end up rounding out the edges with my corner chopper, and this is going to be my base. So I'm going to adhere this down. Just give me a second. And I think I'm just going to use some okay. Guys, thank you for having patience with me. I tend to change my mind as I make the card and go. Sometimes I leave it and I wait until after I'm off the camera. Okay, that looks really good. Now I'm going to put the sentiment right up here. See, that makes a big difference. Definitely a big difference. Okay. But for some reason, I think I'm going to lower this down just a little bit. Okay, so if I put that right there, I want to put this down here a little bit. And that looks really good, just like that. Okay, now I also want to put something on that banner. I got some bling that I have, and I want to put it on all four corners. I really like how this card is coming out. At first, I wasn't too sure. But the paper combination, it don't look that bad. It actually looks really good. You know, and I'm my worst critic, guys. So a lot of times, when you say that, a lot of times that I do cards, it don't look right. But, you know, I get some ideas. Not ideas, but I get my husband's suggestion. And he'll turn around and tell me, baby, that looks gorgeous. I'd be like, baby, you're just not saying that, right? He's like, no, sweetheart, I'm telling you. I'm not just saying that. And I appreciate him giving me his honest opinion. Because there's sometimes that he does. So this is the inside of our card. And I think I want to put a bling in the middle of the cross. And that looks good right there. And I want to, should I pop this up or layer it down? I think I'm going to layer it down flat since I already got the image popped up. And I should have glued it down before I end up, because when you got bling, it's so much harder. Unless you do it like this in your hands. But sometimes it just don't come out correct. Okay, I just got to do the end of this and I'll be done. Okay, guys, so it says Happy Easter. And I think I'm going to put it right there in the middle. And I think that's the middle. I'm hoping that's the middle. Does that look like in the middle? Yes, it does. Okay, guys. Well, here goes card number 2 of my Easter series. Happy Easter series. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for stopping by, taking the time out your busy day to watch my videos. Comment, subscribe, rate. I mean, I look at everything and I'm like so blown away with some of the comments you ladies leave, or gentlemen's, which I still have not got a name from a comment from a gentleman. Which, guys, if you're looking, do me a favor. I would love to hear from what do you think. Okay, guys, there we go. Thank you for joining me today. Bye. See you for tomorrow for card number 3.